Good morning. Welcome. Oh, the croaky voice. Welcome to Sunday morning coffee number 10. 10 weeks. They are definitely showing me how quickly weeks are passing by, but it's all fun. It's a good indicator actually. I'm like, oh, another week's gone. Have I done all these things? I'm not as loud. I'm staying at friends because we had board game night, and I think a couple of them are still asleep. So I'd rather not wake them up with my enthusiastic shouting. But I am very enthusiastic today. The last two live videos, I have been utterly exhausted, and yeah, that was a thing. So last week, the 8 o'clock one after ChillCon, I was totally dead, and beyond normal levels of tired. I sort of washed my hair, but I haven't dried it. And that became a problem that I've been working myself into the ground again. Yay! So I had Monday off, and then I've been beasting it this week. But morning everyone, morning John, Richard, Dave, Jasmine, Alan. Hello all, nice to join you this lovely morning. So yes, last week, the last one was at 8 o'clock last week. And yeah, I think I was pretty much asleep. And the one before that I was just so tired, which is that whole self-employment type thing where you just work and work and work and die. But I've had an epiphany this week, and I've started learning how to pace myself. Yes! So I actually feel awesome. So I'm just being quiet because I'm at someone's house and there's people asleep, so otherwise I would be super in your face. Yes, I learned how to pace myself. Remember how sleepy I was, and I was talking about going to Alexandria Palace for the weekend to hang out, to do a busman holiday, well, to help Sarissa out a bit, and to go for the social. I very quickly, as I spent all Monday in bed, realised that was a terrible idea. And then hello, morning Andrea, Vaughan, Dave, everyone's coming here this morning. Good morning. It's very nice to see. I've also had a sip of coffee. I have a borrowed motorcycle mug today. I'll try and make a different mug each time. I don't know if anyone notices. So yes, the general week of Annie, rather than the Squiddo, has been that I was having trouble a couple of weeks ago with my medication, which had caused loads of sleepiness, and then tied in with overworking. I was just pretty dead. And then on Tuesday, they upped my medication. Yes! I've been feeling awesome ever since. And it's helped me get some brain so that I know not to overdo stuff, which is really cool. So I decided to not go to Alexandria Palace, even though it would have been fun, and have most of a weekend off. I've even played games, and I've got them to show you which games I played yesterday, which is really cool. But I have been doing lots of work as well, so you obviously want to hear about what's been happening in the land of the Squiddo too. Although the Annie and the Squiddo is always tied. I were really wanting this coffee as well. I did have some beers yesterday, but I'm still excited and enthusiastic. Yes. I've been doing lots of, the tasks that are really awkward and horrible and you ignore them and then they hang over you like a big demon. I've been slaying all of those this week. The biggest news is, yeah, weekends are great. Who knew? I didn't. This is ace. And I'm not even working today. I'm going to hang out with these people and do some circusy things in the garden. How cool is that? And get them to shave my head a bit because it's going long. Because yeah, I don't see my friends enough, so that's very good. So the big news. There's lots of big news. The Kickstarter is mostly finished. Yes. I'm well impressed. It's possibly the best fulfillment of a Kickstarter anyone's ever done ever. I'm only waiting on, I think there's 20 orders that need some terrain. It's the Cursed Treasure that's coming next week. Because I didn't count upright how much I'd sold through the pledge manager. It's loads. So yeah, unfortunately, there's 20 of you left, and there's a couple in there They're just the odd mini that I just need to find if it's something, you know, extra that was added on. But other than that, the Kickstarter is done. That's amazing. I did kind of kill myself doing it, but it was worth it. 2 days, I got 80 out a day, and that was just madness. But that's really, really cool. What other excitements? So yeah, the Kickstarter's done. Star. I keep putting a star in case somebody who hasn't got theirs yet or hasn't had their shipping notification is like, well, hang on a moment. Don't worry, it's nearly done. It's mostly done. And yeah, if you haven't had your notification, then next week, no pressure cast. Oh, the casters aren't watching because they're at Alexandria Palace. I could say anything without knowing that they're going, do any? Yeah, if you are heading to Alexandria Palace today, because it is a weekend event, make sure to check out Sarissa, who have my stuff. They have 4 racks that I've done up during the week. So they've got 4 racks of my stuff. And they've also... sorry, I'm actually not exhausted. I'm just being me now. And I'm in a strange position, so... Yes, CMA, my casters, they have their own stand out at the show, so go to see them. They've got a painted bust of Marjorie, my crone, and I haven't even seen that. They bought it off my sculptor because he paints with the busts. He paints the box art for me, but he keeps the actual miniature as part of the deal, so I get a nice picture, but I don't get, unless I pay extra, I don't get the actual thing. So he bought her, so he owns her now. So he's using her as a little example of stuff that they cast. So Louis is the guy on there, and he's super nice. So if you're there today, go check him out. John, who was watching, you met him yesterday. Yay! And it is pure coincidence that they're sort of next to Needy Cat, who are my little show neighbours, office neighbours. So that's really nice. Sorry, all the text comes up and I always feel like I'm doing something horrible with my face because I can't see it. I'm sure you don't care. So, shall I do Annie news or Squiddo news? So I had lots of boring news from the week, which is very exciting to me, that I redid my show racks because they've generally been falling apart a bit, and Dave did screw them up a bit. Not you, Dave, that's watching. So I needed to retwiddle them, which I've been meaning to do for ages. So I did that, it's really boring behind the scenes stuff, but it's just all those little, so when I say I'm exhausted, I'm not just sat doing Facebook updates, there's loads of different little bits going on. So one of them is just repairing all the show racks, so I had new screws and we're nuts. So I was fixing all them up, rejigging what goes on what rack, because they're obviously depleted a bit now, so filling them up to give them back to Sarissa, because they take them on tour. How cool's that? So the rack's looking lovely. I'm reprinting some of the headers so they're easier to read. So that's boring, but that's part of the thing I was doing. Morning, Chris. Morning, Klaus. What else? So there was that. Kickstarter finished. I had some lovely Paul Cummins paint jobs to show you, but I haven't brought them with me, so you'll have to wait because I will photograph them this evening and they will be up on the internet. So he's painted a lot of the Amazons from the Kickstarter. So they are nice, they're looking really nice. And I was going to go, ooh, but I don't have them, so sorry about that. What else? We are starting the next Kickstarter next week. Well, starting to sculpt anyway. I'm keeping it a secret for now what it's going to be, and then it's going to bam out of there. It's... how can I not spoil it? I'm rubbish at keeping my own trade secrets. It's compatible with something you've already got from Bad Squiddo, that you may have from Bad Squiddo. So it's almost like an add-on to some existing minis that we do, but with a slightly different thing going on. They're going to be really cool. Yeah, I struggle to keep it a secret, but once I start getting some sculpts out there, then I'll start showing you. But I can guarantee you will love it. I can't offer any hints. it's not sci-fi and it's not modern and it's not, no, that's what you get. It's not sci-fi, it's not modern, and it's not animals. But there will be cool animals in there, which is funny because I think I said a few times that I'm on such the same level with the sculptor Alan that I can see his sculpt before he sculpted it, so they look awesome, and he hasn't even started them yet. But in my head, yeah, I know when he does them, they'll look either that cool or even better. No, they won't. There won't be any undead ATS. Is there a market for that? Undead everything. Yeah, it's not going to be a huge one. And if there's time, who knows? I've, again, trying to not overwhelm myself with tasks and cut some tasks out so that I don't die. But it'll depend on timing and all that sort of stuff with Christmas coming. There's a chance I might do it at the end of the year. If not, it'll be the start of next year. But it's going to be 5 days, like My Last Sunrise. It's just going to be bam, bam and done. So I think I could fit a 5-day in sort of near the end towards Christmas even. That could be quite nice. What else? Oh yeah, if you've got any, as usual, as all my brain churns, if you've got any questions, add them on there. And I will do my best, unless it's what is the Kickstarter, because I'm not telling you. You get more excited. It's really cool when I just boof something out of nowhere. You're like, what? But I like to give you a little bit of notice so you can save up if you know that you're going to like it. But you will. You will. These sculpts look amazing in my brain. And yeah, Alan's doing all of it, I think. He's done all our Shield Maidens, most of our Shield Maidens, all of our World War II, and loads of different bits and bob characters. So yeah, he's got a little project now. So Shane had the last project, it's Alan's turn now. Got to keep them all in work. The big news of the week, my eyes, because I'm at a different angle, it's strange. So I know the camera's there, but I'm also looking at this, and then it looks like I'm knackered, but I'm not. Oh, Jasmine, you will absolutely love them. That is a guarantee. How much will I have to save up? Well, so far I'm thinking this may give it away, who knows? The plans that I've been laying out with Alan, starting tomorrow sculpting, are 2 units, 2 characters, 2 critters. And then I guess I have to have a vignette, because that's our thing now. We put our little gay vignette in, so I need to figure out how to do a... Oh, that'd be so cool. I've got it. So how much to save up? I don't know, Dave. All the money. All the kids' Christmas money, just put it aside. It'll be fine. They don't need anything. The big news this week is out of nowhere. Loads of people haven't seen this because it was Friday night and I was starting to get tired. And I'm like, hang on, Annie. When you start to get tired, or even before you start to get tired, you should stop. Instead of working to the point of exhaustion. How long has it took me to realise that? So I've been working, as well as doing all the Kickstarters, I've been working on this new massive terrain release, which loads of that was secret. But it takes so long, so I've got to photograph it, and because it's bare resin, it's hard to photograph and see the details. So you have to cut them out of the background, put them on the little starry background I have, photo them from different angles, get them in a scale shot. Oh, my throat. Sorry about that. A scale shot with a 28mm figure. And then just all the digital uploading, put in the product description, all that sort of stuff for quite a few new releases. I think there was 18 brand new bits of terrain, which has more than doubled it overnight. Hello, Sim. Sim, who's watching, has just had her hair done and it looks really, really nice. It's all blues. It's amazing. Sim, your hair looks ace. Hi, Tim, also. Yes, so if you haven't seen it, after this, go check out, it's under Bad Squiddo Scenics. And I've got Marty, who does all our artwork now. He's doing a little updated logo just for that area, and it's Baggy and Squiddo sort of hammering a bit of plank over the games bit to say Scenics, which is going to look really cool. I love working with Marty. It's Martin Whitmore. Check out his artwork. He does some incredible stuff. He does lots of commission work, but he also has his own range. And he has a very not safe for work fruit-based comic on Patreon, so check that out. It's definitely 18s over, so go and if you're into weird fruit stuff. This is sounding even worse, but it is that weird. But yeah, check him out. It's supporting his Patreon's a nice way to just help out a starving artist, as it were, and he's really cool. So yeah, 18 brand new releases of Terrain. I've been showing you over the sort of Sundays bits and bobs of them all, but never the whole range. So they're all up now. Oh yeah, so because they're all in resin, you've got to tweak the levels, the photo levels, so you get all the shadows. So they actually look a lot darker than they are, but it's just to show the detail. They're all in really nice, really light grey resin. I'm really happy with them. There's such nice details. When I get the chance now, I'm gonna start photographing little parts of them to highlight some of the details. So like the pigs at the farm's got little chickens. All that sort of, just time. That's why I was just in utter exhaustion, because I just couldn't allow myself to do anything that wasn't work. And I've known this for years, that it's a terrible way to do things. Like when I was doing the dice bags and my hands would start hurting, I'd think, well, I've got to do it. I'm like, no, Annie, just have a little bit of rest, even if it's half an hour break. I've figured it out, the thing everyone's been saying to me for ages. So on an un-Squiddo related note, I played some games yesterday. Oh, Tim Edwards, why don't you use the boot polish trick with resin? No, it just look dirty. It's not that I've tried. No, resin is so lovely to photo, but it's just getting the tones right. So it's fine. It just means you've got to mess about an extra step with it on Photoshop. So yeah, if you've just joined, I'm at my friend's house, which is why it's the Spider-Mans and stuff. But they've let me go and do this video, which is very nice of them. So we played some games last night, and I just wanted to briefly talk about what I played, because I don't play board games much at all, and I'm doing well, aren't I? I've been playing 5 games of Gaslands. We played 4 games last night, and we're going to do some circusy things later. This is ace. So I'm well out of date with all board games, so you've probably all played these a million times. I played King Domino. Oh, it's all in reverse as well. Woo! King Domino. That was fun. I wasn't very good at it, but it was fun. I like that. Very simple. I'm a good fan of the simple, non-brain, just do a thing and have fun games. That was cool. Sim has a cunning idea. I'll let her play about one. It's okay. I'm happy with the result that I get. If you want to try, that's fine. But yeah, I think I do a pretty good job of just digitally mucking the levels up. And it shows off all the resin. I don't like it when there's stuff on top. Whereas metal just photographs bad, so it's fine to scrub stuff into them. So we started with King Domino. There's definitely a theme to the games we play. And then we played Carcassonne, which everyone plays it, and it's been around for ages, but I've never actually played it, and I loved that. I might get that for myself. I could possibly even get Mum to play King Domino. I don't know if she's watching today. She hasn't said hello, but I was trying to get her to play games because she's very strictly, I don't like games, but I got her to play Dobble, so that's the start. So if I can get in a bit. So yeah, Carcassonne was ace, and not just because I won. Oh no! Hey Simon, I've got your games. Then we played Saboteur, which is in German, but that's because Simon got the German version. Luckily we're all fluent in German, so there were no issues at all. That's also, all 3 of these games are all little, you place the cards down, so there's probably a name. I'm not that knowledgeable of board game stuff. I just go, ooh, that looks cool. But yeah, sort of like tile placement games, I reckon. Saboteur is well fun. I think I'm going to get that as well. I'm a big fan of games that you can play in 20 minutes to half an hour and not spend the whole evening, because my attention span's terrible. But yeah, this is cool. Your various gnomes trying to get to the treasure, and you can sabotage each other, which is always good. So yeah, the first game, King Domino, you can't actually sabotage people, so it's a very nice game, but they're always better when you can screw people over. And then for the rest of the evening, we've pretty much played this, which I think most people are aware of. Joking hazard. Yeah, it's all in reverse. Sorry about that. When I put it on YouTube, it won't be in reverse. Yeah, it's a bit like Cards Against Humanity with rude things, and you have to make combinations. So yeah, that was fun. So that was 4 games in one night. What? That means I'm going to have to play more games. Yeah, that was really fun. It's just a little side bit, but yeah, non-Squiddo, but an Annie that's happy and doing stuff means more bad Squiddo stuff. Yes. Carcassonne is awesome. My 9-year-old loved it. Yes, games that can get the family involved, I always think are great. On a missing things front, I came across a book on horse cavalry operations by the Soviets in World War II. Lady Cossacks. That's actually something I really want to do. Tom, could you send me a link via PM or email for that book, because I've been trying to find some reference for it, because that'd be ace. And I'd be interested, because I don't know much about Lady Cossacks. I've got one photo of one, but I like to make them historically accurate, so I want to have a little look. And then if there weren't, I'm actually going to start at some point a World War II / pulp part. So I get lots of people say, oh, none of your World War II stuff's real, because there weren't women. They're like, yeah, they were actually. But there's some stuff that would just look cool, but it would have been, extremely unlikely that would have been a thing. But they'd be cool for games like Weird World War II, what's the Very British Civil War, all those sort of pulpy games. So yeah, I'd like to do some of those and just put a big pulp tag on them. But yeah, that's so if there's something I think would be cool, but it probably wasn't a thing, I'm gonna start doing them anyway. But just put pulp on them, and then if they were a thing, yes. And my knowledge of World War II expands, because I've actually started enjoying arguing with people about World War II now. My knowledge has got to a good point where I can correct them when they tell me that all my stuff's wrong. So that's ace. Thanks, Tom. That's awesome. My problem is with buying books. I am a book buying nightmare. I was next to Dave Lanchester at ChillCon, and yeah, he got some good business out of me. Always scooting around. I think I said last time that I'll end up, I'll be browsing a book, and then a customer of mine's next to me. I'm like, oh no, must hide what I'm looking at. It's a spoiler. Oh, my legs have gone dead. Could someone do a time check on me as well? And I'm just gonna make my legs not dead. So I don't know how long I've been rambling on for. There we go. What will be happening next week? It's normally a bit of what's coming. I haven't actually planned it. That's what I'll be doing this evening. So I'll be working with Alan to do those new sculpts. Thanks, John. I will be... What else am I doing? I don't know. I will be catching up with emails, which I was going to do a bit of this weekend, but then I thought I should actually enjoy life, so I'm not. But I might get some done this evening, it depends. So next week's a bit of catch up, tidying my office, because it does look like a bomb site. So getting that all nice and post Kickstarter refresh, which is nice. I'm way behind in things like newsletters and Kickstarter updates. I think there's going to be lots of typey work next week. I need to check my calendar. I don't have an event until Warfare, and my racks are now pootling around with Sarissa wherever they go. So I don't know. I need to get the Sarissa list actually off their website and whack it into my events, so people know a bit more to go to Sarissa to find my cool stuff. Yeah, they're at ChillCon this weekend. It's just Dave on the stand. Yeah, he said he's been doing all right actually. At ChillCon, did I say? At Alexandria Palace. It's Tabletop Games Live. Say if you are able to get there and you've still got time today, go and check it out. It's like a mini games expo, so there's lots of different bits there, not just war games. And they've got seminars and fancy things like that. But yeah, the Sarissa stand has all their stuff, well, a chunk of their stuff, and a chunk of my stuff. And yes, I spoke to them yesterday and said it was going pretty well, and lots of people were asking for me. Yes, feel popular. So yeah, that's fun. It's nice. It's made such a big difference to me that people can go to shows, buy my stuff, and I don't have to go. I packed the van on Friday with Dave and sent him on his way. I just thought, have fun. I'm going to be playing board games and having some beers. Whee! It means that I'm way more enthusiastic when I actually do shows, because before I was doing quite a lot of shows as well and I was getting a bit grumpy about it, and that's never good. So I'll start wrapping up now, and the people I'm staying with who are watching it can come down and make themselves more coffee without fear. I did promise there may be a dog, but she's ran away upstairs. If the person watching could deliver her downstairs, that could be a fun, because she'd probably knock everything over, but that'd be definitely good viewing. And she has a lovely Pride bandana on today. That's it mainly. New Terrain, if you've come late, watch back. New Terrain, Kickstarter's done, new Kickstarter being made. Annie's doing well. I get a lot of people asking how I'm doing, so yep, doing awesome. There's our dog!
She's not here.
Oh, I was so excited. Sorry, I lied, there is no dog. Oh, Tom, can you message me the name of that book? Because I will lose that any moment if you just PM me. If the dog doesn't come down, photo on Facebook later. Yes, okay, I'll do that. Right, thanks everyone for watching, and see you again next week and throughout the week. Thanks, Tom. Bye.